create a group called Summit Together from the first Solidarity Walk, and that's led by Tom, Evan, Alexandria, and myself to kind of keep these conversations going and keep people interested, keep people knowing that there's an open space that they can learn from, and that let Black people and other people of color know that there's a space that they can speak. We are going to be organizing monthly book clubs and readings through this group, business mixers, voting events like debate lives and registration parties, and community meetings like the Solidarity Talk that is being led by Miss Alexandria and Kareem Lee. Wednesday, June 17th at 11 a.m. at the Red Buffalo Cafe in Silverthorne. And that is to keep this conversation going. And there are going to be town officials there, law enforcement there, and people of color there that are going to be letting you know how you can make a change and how you can listen and learn. Another thing you can do here is to support your local Black people of color and LGBTQ plus owned businesses. You know, building up our minority businesses is important in our community. Another thing, all the young people that are here, Summit High School has a group called the SHS ACLU People Power Group. They are here today, some of them, and that was started by Priya Summerwall, Jenna Pyle, and Summit's history teacher, Mr. Jotwan Daniels. That continues today on their Facebook and their IG. Please look that up and please add that. Like we said in the beginning of this whole march, children are the future, and children need somebody to look up to, and that is us. Our children are taking initiative, and this group is doing something weekly during the school year, and they're bringing awareness to many topics, including systematic racism and police brutality. I 100% recommend adding them. They're awesome for young people. One other group that can be added is FIRC and their Mountain Dreamers. I don't know too much about this group, but I do know that they are for diversity and inclusivity in the community. Again, thank you all for being out here. It doesn't stop here. Please do not think that it stops here just by coming to a march and dancing with us. It takes listening to us, and it takes learning and unlearning and, you know, making a change. It takes standing with your community. And that's the biggest thing, is we are a community together. So thank you all for being out here.
We're so grateful for all of you being here today for Kiara's Solidarity Walk. I appreciate you all. And ultimately, this is what it's going to take, is for us to collect and band together. And the protest is the first step. And I know for a lot of us, it's like, well, where do we go from here? What do we do? How do we start it? It's so many things that's wrong that we have to fix in this broken system. But that is where the conversation comes in. And I'm so grateful that so many people are willing to stand physically and put yourself in a position to be vulnerable and have that conversation so that we can have a better nation, a better community for our children. So with that thought and with that concept and with that momentum, like, it's awesome to get together and have the protest, and we all feel like this wonderful vibe and this wonderful energy, but we want to keep it going, and we want to have conversations so that we can get policies passed and so that we can make actual change. You know what I mean? Do you guys want change? So I thank you and I appreciate you, and let's do this thing. Come to the Solidarity Talk next Wednesday. It's going to be held in Silverthorne. We're going to start at Red Buffalo Cafe and then just take a short walk down to the Performance Arts Center. We're going to have Bo Thomas open us up to kind of set the tone for, like, just peaceful, nice vibes. We're going to have officers, we're going to have people of different ethnic backgrounds telling their stories, and everybody's going to share, and we're going to do this together, but it is going to take everybody. Okay? You with me? Yeah!
So I'm up here to talk about a petition that I started about a month ago in response to the man who entered Dillon's City Market wearing a Klan hood. So to remind you all, yeah, we can get some booze going. Boo, indeed. So basically, this guy put on a Klan hood, walked around Dillon City Market, and was eventually asked to leave. My concern at this point is that there has been no official response. And in fact, I've been trying hard to get a response from the Frisco Town Council. They've offered their obligatory comment that there's no place for any type of hate in this community. But I'm talking about a specific and especially problematic type of hate. It's called racism. In the emails I received, the word racism has not appeared. Why not call it what it is? When racism rears its ugly head here again, which it will, where will you be? Town council, local leaders, county government. I spoke with a local teacher about this hooded man. A black student came to her and told her he was scared because someone in this community hates him. When your constituents fear for their safety because racists in their community hate them, who will they turn to? This current moment and movement demands we all do better as we seek to rid ourselves, our community, and our world of racism. I ask local leaders to do better. The rigmarole of thoughts and prayers is simply not enough. You're here to say today that Black Lives Matter. So why not address the very same racism that endangers and belittles those lives? If any of you all out there agree with me, please, I have copies of the petition with me. Feel free to come find me and sign it. And I'm going to keep on fighting until we get an actual statement, actual action about this issue.
I also want to say, because it hasn't been said today yet, but this is kind of specifically towards the white folks in the audience. We have a lot of educating of ourselves to do, and that doesn't rely on our friends of color, our marginalized friends, our black friends. Yes, some people are very open to discussion, but it's not their job. So as we move forward in this, make sure that you're educating yourself on an appropriate way to go about asking about something. 2 nights ago, the Breck Town Hall decided that they would have a social equity advisory commission. I think that's the full name. The hope with that is that people want to come forward from some underrepresented and underappreciated groups in Summit County who feel like they do have a voice and a way to make change. Because if this board only consists of the same demographic, older white folks, it's not going to be representative in the way we want it to. And I've heard that sometimes, I was talking to the mayor about this, that's been brought up and then it fizzles out. So if you feel like you want to apply for it, or are even unsure, you should go ahead and do it just to see, because we do need more representation in our local government.
Senate Bill 217 has made its way to the Appropriations Committee. It's a police accountability bill. Just a few things that it does. It requires all officers to have body cameras and record interactions with police. Requires police agencies to track and report race and ethnicity data on uses of force. Prevents officers with records of abuse from applying to other police departments elsewhere in Colorado. Bans the use of cardioid, or otherwise known as neck chokeholds, and especially ends qualified immunity. I am a resident of Summit County. I'm also an attorney. Qualified immunity is a legal doctrine that started decades ago that can be correlated with the increase of police brutality cases and also deaths by the hands of murderous cops. Representative Julie McCluskie is our representative in the state legislature here in Summit County. She's a really cool lady. She's a co-sponsor of the bill, but we need to send all of our support to her so that the bill does not get watered down. She's pretty awesome, has provided her number for us, so I've got a little activity for everybody to do. Everyone wants to pull out their phones really quick. It's really quick and easy, I promise. Once you have it out, if you want to text this number, 970-977-0021. Again, that's 970-977-0021. And you can text this number, it goes to Julie, and you can say you just fully support SB 217 and you want to end qualified immunity. So SB 217, you support it and you want to end qualified immunity. And at the end of the text message, if you want to put your name and zip code so that she knows who it is, she's been really responsive and really cool. And again, the bill's coming up to the Appropriations Committee like in the next, I think, hour, and then to the full House. So it's important that we show all our support to our legislators who are doing this work. So make sure you couple your protest work with your legislative work. So direct action gets the goods, as they say. So I really appreciate y'all being here and showing up and using your privilege. I hope you all follow up on contacting your legislator. I also have some scripts here too, a piece of paper with that number and all that information for you all as well. Now, I wanted to do just one more thing. So we're going to do that. So if I say Black Lives Matter, you say?
Black Lives Matter!
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to do this, right? Dear Representative McCluskie, please fully support Senate Bill 217.
Please fully support Senate Bill 217.
And end qualified immunity. Thank you for your service and please stay healthy.
Thank you for your service and please stay healthy.
Thank you all. Love you very much. White people, go down to Denver. Get down there and let them know that you will get outside of your comfort zone and stand up for right. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere.
Their money and give it to the people who need it. Your teachers, your social care workers, mental health. That's where it should go. So make sure you vote. But make sure you don't just vote because it's an R or a D, because both sides have been supporting this white supremacist system that we're having in this country since the 2000s.